You're laying 5G?
Yeah.
You realise that, don't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
So you know that kills people?
Holy shit! Right next to kids, this is where kids are playing. What's wrong with you? Do you have a family, dude? 5G, yeah? Is this 5G?
This is the 5G conspiracy that won't go away, linking the new technology to the coronavirus. Some of the claims are truly bizarre, from flocks of birds being killed to the virus itself being caused by the new masks in Wuhan. But what started as harmless online theorizing has now seen people threatened and attacked in the streets.
But they had a 5G tower sitting smack dab in the middle. We had some brave people, man, and burnt that bitch down.
And they asked me whether I was working on 5G masts. I said no. I said I'm just dealing with a customer. They said, well, you best not be doing anything with 5G because there'll be trouble. Smacked the mirror on the van, punched like the door on the van, and then walked away, got in the car and drove off.
So what exactly are the claims fueling these conspiracy theories? Well, first of all, you've got the more extreme one, which is that 5G causes or transmits the coronavirus. We can get rid of that one pretty quickly. Scientists keen to point out viruses are not transmitted by radio waves.
All the Gs do cause harm. Anyone that says it isn't harmful is not telling the truth. Well, the link between COVID-19, it's not 5G, it is 5G mixed with Wi-Fi and all of the other Gs. They have an accumulative effect on reducing immune systems.
So that's a pretty bold claim. What is the truth here? Well, 5G is part of the electromagnetic spectrum, and the higher up you go, the higher the frequency, we know there are dangers. That's because this part of the spectrum is ionizing. That means it can do internal damage to our bodies. But then you've got 5G, just like Wi-Fi, this is in a lower band of the spectrum. It's non-ionizing. And the overwhelming weight of international scientific and medical research has said that this band is not harmful. But that's not stopped the conspiracy theories spiraling out of control. So how can we stop them?
These conspiracy theories are viral. They are social media dynamite, and that's why they're so successful. So when we talk about how can we stop these conspiracy theories from becoming such a big problem, we're not talking about how can we fight disinformation with information. We're talking about how can we restructure the systems that allow this disinformation to circulate around the world. So we're talking about the algorithms that power Facebook, YouTube, Google, all of the big social networks and online platforms that we rely on to communicate and live our lives. They have flaws, they have problems, and our inability to regulate and hold to account those systems is really doing society a disservice. And we're seeing that on a really epic scale with the coronavirus pandemic.
Now, the social media giants, the tech companies, have been quick to say they're doing everything they can to fight this misinformation, but it's still spreading. And what's really dangerous here about this in particular is it's changing people's behavior. There's a real fear that as the lockdowns lift, people could take action on the streets. And that's why some people are claiming this is the most dangerous conspiracy theory we've ever seen.